Jimmy Kimmel. That's one of the reasons I needed Akash today, because I needed a comedian's perspective. And I guess not just comedians nowadays, because I'm just interested in a lot of different things about this conversation.
Okay, talk to me.
Where do we begin here? I think for me, right, everybody keeps talking about free speech.
Correct.
When it comes to the Jimmy Kimmel conversation.
Correct.
And it's not just Jimmy. I guess you got to go back to free speech even with Charlie Kirk. The reason I don't like people that are conflating the two issues or acting like the two issues are equal is because Charlie Kirk got murdered by just some random mentally ill kid or just some, violent kid who decided he wanted to take Charlie Kirk out because he didn't personally agree with his speech.
Right.
That's a big difference between the government, the president of the United States of America, weaponizing the FCC to make a company and a network punish their talent.
Absolutely.
It's literally not the same. I don't even know why people are conflating the two.
Yeah.
But I do feel like when I watched Jimmy Kimmel last night, I felt he played it too safe with his monologue.
That's interesting. I think he was classier than I thought he would be. But I thought he tried to be like a human being about it. I thought he tried to be empathetic about it. To be honest, I think he tried to do what liberals always think they try to do and do not, which is have empathy and be open-minded about
For the other side.
Yeah. I think he actually, in that way, I was happy he handled it how he handled it.
By the way, I like Kimmel. I like Kimmel. I've met Kimmel a couple of times.
Heard he's the nicest guy.
Yeah, everybody, he is. When you meet him, he's a very nice person and people have nothing but great things to say about him. But I just felt like now was not the time to play it safe. Jon Stewart didn't play it safe. Stephen Colbert didn't play it safe. I didn't understand why Jimmy Kimmel was kind of both sidesing it a little bit.
What did he say that was both sidesing it to?
Because it felt like he wanted to apologize. He felt like he apologized without apologizing.
Okay.
Like, play. Can we play some of it?
Yeah, I don't mind a guy saying, hey, I regret what I said, but freedom of speech isn't.
But he didn't say that, though.
I thought he kind of...
That's what I'm saying. It was the tone of that.
I thought he did. I thought he said, like, if you interpret it a certain way, I apologize and I understand. And then he said...
But he never apologized. That's my point.
Here's what he also said that I thought was cool. If the shoe was on the other foot, I would probably react like you guys, which I thought was very mature of him to do.
Yeah.
And to call attention to.
But after you get your hand slapped a little bit, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I thought he did the mature thing. The therapist Charlamagne should like this. By the way, I have to say, I haven't gotten to see you in person. The Dame Dash interview really made me so happy because that's my favorite Charlamagne. His untherapized debt dash.
Why do you want
debt jam?
But those are just jokes. The jokes never. I can always snap. The snaps ain't never went nowhere. Y'all just want the snaps to come from a place of like meanness.
Yeah,
but even then, it wasn't mean.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Let's hear some of Jimmy's monologue, man.
Breaking news on Jimmy Kimmel.
Great intro,
autism.
Yeah.
Great intro.
Using all the Fox
the montage.
Great.
Yeah.
Montage was great.
To bring back their low-rating nighttime host.
We are in for a monologue. That
An incredible opening line, too.
Yep.
His opening line.
It's going to be a moment.
Yeah, no question, a huge moment in American history.
One of the most pivotal moments in broadcast history.
He will be delivering what is being dubbed the most anticipated monologue in late night in years.
And thanks for telling their followers that our government cannot be allowed to control what we do and do not say on television, and that we have to stand up to it. I've been hearing a lot about what I need to say and do tonight, and the truth is, I don't think what I have to say is going to make much of a difference. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I have no illusions about changing anyone's mind. But I do want to make something clear because it's important to me as a human, and that is, you understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I
don't... He didn't, though.
No. I don't think there's anything funny about it. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it, and I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make, but I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear, or maybe both. And for those who think I did point a finger. I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same way. I have many friends.
It felt like I'm sorry without saying I'm sorry. And it's like he didn't make light of Charlie Kirk's death.
But isn't that the best way to handle it? Because he's not saying I'm sorry for anything.
Here's the thing.
He's saying you misunderstood me.
I lost my train of thought earlier, but this is what I wanted to say. Everybody's acting like this is an attack on free speech. Donald Trump just has a hit list, bro.
Yeah. But
Like,
in that hit list, he attacked free speech.
I don't know if he would be attacking free speech if he didn't already have a list.
He wouldn't. But it's still an attack on free speech. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, it is. I agree. But I think the bigger issue here is Donald Trump has a list of politicians, media personalities,
girls.
He has a list of people that he wants to attack.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we get lost in this is an attack on free speech. When that bigger issue is, no, you got a real vindictive president who we all knew when he got back in the White House, he was going to be on a revenge tour.
People don't believe when I say this. I didn't know it was going to be like this. This don't make anybody happy. I didn't know it was going to be like this.
Here you go. You about to go viral again.
Yeah,
Keep it on my time. I've been seeing this all week. And all they say is the flagrant boys.
I didn't vote for the man. I talked to him.
I don't believe that.
As I should. What do you mean?
He says he
Raise
didn't
your
vote.
hand if you believe Akash voted for Trump. I don't believe your dad, Akash.
Why would I not? Or why would I lie about that? Andrew, I could have easily just joined it. I'm the most
That is
loyal
true.
guy.
No, that's
I'd
true.
have joined
That's true.
Andrew in the I voted for him. I was uneasy when he won.
No, but you couldn't though,
Why couldn't I?
because you're Indian. You couldn't really. You couldn't say that you voted for Trump so easily.
Why?
Not as easy as Andrew.
It's much more likely I get deported saying I didn't vote for him than I didn't vote for Kamala, to be fair.
What?
No.
And she's Indian.
When convenient.
So who'd you vote for?
I didn't vote.
I like that respect.
I generally don't vote, but I remember saying because I also live in Texas, like I'm based in Texas, and my cousin or my brother-in-law or someone was saying like, man, Texas might swing blue. I said, if Kamala gets within 10% of Trump, I will pay you $10,000.
thought Texas was going to
He thought it could. I said, if she gets within 10%, I'll pay you $10,000.
I would love to know what made him think Texas was.
You remember how delusional everyone was?
Back to Jimmy Kimmel's monologue. I just felt it was too safe for the moment.
I thought you were trying to be classy, and Jimmy's not a guy who I would think would just fire bazookas at anything. Like, Schultz would go super hard and be super reckless. I never saw Kimmel as that guy.
And the fact that Sinclair Networks still didn't put the show back on.
Yeah.
Sinclair Networks is still wanting him to apologize. They want him to donate a bunch of money to the Charlie Kirk Foundation. As we said, free speech is under attack.
Yeah. Why don't y'all donate money?
And Trump got a list. Like, I just felt like it was just too safe, especially being we know what the outcome is ultimately going to be.
You think he still gets canned?
Yes. Yes.
I don't think so.
At some point, yes.
I don't think so.
Sinclair's not putting his show on, bro.
Yeah, but
Sinclair's like responsible for majority of his markets. 60 different markets, and they're not carrying his show.
Disney has deep enough pockets where they can eat that.
I don't know, bro.
They do.
I don't know, bro. And Sinclair wants the merger with Tegna. I guess a lot going on here. I think ultimately Trump gets his way.
I don't know.
I really do. And
He already got his way.
Yeah, like
he already got his
that's
way.
the thing. He
What do
probably
you mean?
will.
How?
The fact that it even is at this point, he won. Well, a president can't. I mean, there's a million things I could say, but like I think what Kimmel needs to understand is it's not about him anymore, and that's what I had hoped he understood.
Okay,
which
that's
is
what I'm trying to say, Chris. Go ahead.
It's not about you and your show anymore.
Yes.
Your show was the one that was picked at this moment to see what Trump could get away with, and he got away with it. And from this moment on, it's about protecting democracy.
But that's why I
and
said
free
I said he
speech.
played it too safe for this moment.
He has to be a warrior right
Yeah,
now. Go
that's
on the
all-
offensive.
yes.
Okay. For everyone's sake, honestly, because
Yes.
the pendulum swings both ways. One party or group can be in power now. If this keeps going on, it's going to come back and smack all the Trump supporters
No,
in
it
4
won't.
years. And then it
it
almost has to.
I'm with you, Chris, but we know Democrats too pussy for that to happen. Because I would agree with you if they weren't so pussy. That's why Republicans aren't afraid of it. They're like, give him the gun. I'll turn my back on this motherfucker. He ain't gonna do shit.
You heard the thing that the Biden administration was putting pressure on Google to censor a bunch of stuff on YouTube. They were also violating free speech, which is the same thing as what FCC did to Kimmel in a way.
Yeah, but it's more like that's like a kid threatening you. Put him up. I want to fight you. I want to fight you. He's this tall. Let's fight.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
no.
but why? Our first Alex Jones episode got taken down, probably for the best, but because he said some shit about vaccines that they said is misinformation. Episode is gone forever.
Really?
Well, Alex also didn't back it up, but I think he did that on purpose.
Hold on, you never recorded? You didn't back up? You didn't back it up?
I ain't like that guy, man. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care that
executive decision.
No, he never recorded. He never backed up anything. But
You made an executive decision, Alex?
Yeah, I'm not going to say
Sometimes you got to save people from themselves. I'm not mad at that.
All right. But one thing people aren't pointing out is that Kimmel did point out how the FCC chair had made those threats. Like, he basically outlined how, hey, we got a case if y'all want to take it there. And I think that's why he didn't want to go so hard. He's like, hey, let me.
The FCC got a case?
No. Disney and Kimmel, they have a case.
Against who?
Because the FCC publicly, this is the government putting pressure on private institutions to.
But I didn't need Jimmy's monologue to know that. We heard it.
I know.
We saw it.
That was kind of, it was like a veiled threat where it's like.
I don't think it was veiled.
I didn't think it was veiled at all.
I think it was veiled.
He literally said we could do this the easy way or the hard way.
Frankly, when you see stuff like this, I mean, look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. These companies can find ways to change conduct, to take action, frankly, on Kimmel, or, there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead.
No, he's saying
Jimmy's response.
But how is Jimmy's response a veiled threat?
Yeah, I don't.
Basically, like, they can sue.
Yeah, but how
how
is Jimmy telling the government or whoever they would sue that, hey, just so you know, we still got that in our back pocket? You're saying that's what he was implying?
Yeah.
How?
By pointing out, he was like, hey, this is the government, FCC, putting pressure on a private institution. Like, he just pointed it out, said it publicly, and I think
he said that in his monologue?
Yeah, in the monologue.
Okay, yeah, he did say that.
I saw that when he had the guy play the mob boss. That was Robert De Niro.
That was Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
That was in a different sketch, but he also, I think, said it. This is why we need to fight for free speech.
So I think that's enough where it's just like, it's going to be on Disney whether or not they want to fight that fight.
They're not. And that's my whole point when I keep saying about, when I even talk about Trump's list. Trump has a list of people that he wants to attack, and you had the FCC chair make a blatant threat, but we're having these conversations about free speech, and comedians are surprised that Trump is doing it. Like, can we look at the other issues?
That felt hurtful.
Oh, y'all are the poster children for this. It's only you and Andrew. Yeah. Every time I see it, it's like him, Andrew, Rogan, and y'all are the poster children for. Really? Y'all couldn't believe this?
I wanted to be a part of the conversation for most of my career. Now that I'm in it, not that great. Not that great. I was doing okay before.
But you know what, though? The funny thing about the conversation is every time people bring it up to me, I'm like, guys, I promise you, they just did not know. I know it sounds crazy, but here's the thing. And I'm not shooting nobody no bail, but it's just hilarious, right? People say comedians don't know the stakes of this, so they shouldn't be talking to the politicians. And then when things like this happen, they're like, y'all should have known better. Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it?
I think their point is we shouldn't have talked to him.
Y'all should have talked to him.
Yeah, I would just say if I have a chance to talk to a guy, and I literally looked up because I was like, how big of a difference did we make? Polls when we interviewed him were too close to call. Trump typically overperforms in the polls. Yeah. It's probable if we don't talk to him, he still wins. But I was like, let's talk to the guy, see if I can get through to him at all. I don't think I did.
Me and Dolly Bishop, the president of the Black Effect Network, we spoke on a panel for Axios the other day. And man, I thought it was a trick question because it was a live audience. The lady was like, would you do an interview with Trump? I'm like, I don't have no fucking choice. He got the FCC in his pocket.
Yeah, that's true.
What is this?
But even without FCC threats, you'd do it. You're a good interviewer.
Oh, yeah, I would. No, I would.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, I trust you to interview more than most people.
Bro, I grew up on fucking Diane Sawyer and Barbara Walters and Oprah Winfrey. They interviewed people who ate folks.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer literally ate people.
Yeah.
Charlie Manson had a cult where he was killing folks. Of course, I'm going to talk to Donald Trump. Like,
absolutely.
What are you talking about? Like, she went to Cuba and interviewed Fidel Castro.
The people who complain would say, yeah, but those are journalists.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is anymore. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is anymore. Like what does that mean? I don't know what that means anymore. Because the journalists, the so-called journalists, are the journalists the people that's on cable news all the time? They've been asking pussy ass questions for the last decade.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Are the journalists the people that's in the press room? Because they've been asking pussy ass questions for the last decade. That's why the best questions
is on fire right now.
True. That's why the best questions have been coming from the new media and coming from people who aren't the so-called journalists. So it's like, what's the problem?
Damn.
It's just the truth. Like,
the sexiest Charlamagne has ever been.
Man, shut the fuck up, man. Shut up.
What happened? I'm too gay for you?
No, there's no such thing. We can't. Back to Chris's point, Chris, what you said is absolutely right. And that's what I've been trying to motherfucking say. I felt like this was too safe for the moment because at this moment, it is bigger than Jimmy Kimmel.
So you're saying the stakes were too high to not go fire?
Yes, man. You can't. You gotta go. You can't try to play both sides. You can't try to make everybody feel comfortable here. Like, and I didn't like the tears.
God damn.
You know why I didn't like the tears?
Why?
You thought they were fake?
Because he cried when he mentioned Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
He didn't cry 2 weeks ago or a week ago when he got...
I think he was crying that people thought he would celebrate the death of. Yeah. Like, that is what hurt him. Is like, how would you think I'm that kind of guy?
Yeah, that's how...
He should have said that, though. No, I feel like he should have said that because it felt like he was just trying to do some performative emotion.
If he's that good of a crier on command, he should act.
I mean, he has that. He was acting forever. The Man Show.
The Man Show wasn't acting, dude. I'm talking about... Jesus Christ.
It was acting.
No, it wasn't.
The Man Show?
It wasn't acting. That was
you think that's just what he was in his life?
That was a talk show.
That's just where he was in his moment. But no, he used to do sketches and stuff like that. Okay. He pretended to be Karl Malone for God's sake.
That's true. That was great acting.
Oprah.
He should have got an Emmy for that.
It didn't bother me none. But my point is, I felt like when he was getting emotional, he was doing that to show like the other side, hey, I do care. You know, and then he did like the apology, not an apology. You thought he said, I'm sorry. That's how the tone sounded.
Yeah, the tone felt apologetic.
But he never said, I'm sorry.
I don't mind it, man. Like, because if you John
go hard, Stewart rose to the moment.
Everybody goes hard. Like, when is it ever going to stop?
I understand your point.
Stephen Colbert rose to the moment. And I like Jimmy, but I just feel like...
All they just said was fuck Trump.
No, they didn't. They spoke to the environment that we're currently in regards to democracy.
Oh, okay. I understand his point. His point is a lot of eyeballs are on you right now. You could really make a point because this has become larger than us. This has become an attack on free speech. This has become an attack on our Constitution. You can say something like that.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's all. That's
I understand your point. I'll concede. That's a good point.
That's all.
Yeah. No, and then hopefully he hears this or he decides he goes back. We got our show. Now tomorrow we're going to drop this online. It's going to be a crazy monologue. Let's go.
Yeah.
I got my sorrow out of the way. I got my apology out of the way. My empathy's out there. Let's go now.
And maybe because Trump threw another jab. Trump came again. You know?
Yeah, really?
Yeah, Trump was like basically like...
He's upset.
How could they bring him back? We sued him for $16 million last time. Let's see what we can get this time. Yeah, Trump came right back with it. He
said, they told me he was getting fired. Like, he puts himself in it.
Yeah.
He kind of admits that he had something to do with it.
Trump threatens to sue ABC. What's the headline, Chris? Trump threatens to sue ABC over Jimmy Kimmel's sudden return to air. A true bunch of losers.
He is funny, dude. Bad president, good president, funny.
He is. Oh no, where's the tweet at? You probably got to scroll up. Last time, I'll
look it up if I can find it.
Going crazy. He's yet another arm.
Yeah, he is yet another arm of the DNC, and to the best of my knowledge, that would be a major illegal campaign contribution. I think we're going to test ABC out on this. Let's see how we do.
Wow. They are moving like some mobsters. It's like some gangsters, really.
Yeah, last time I went after them, they gave me $16 million. This one sounds even more lucrative, a true bunch of losers. Now, you know what? To your point, Akash, he did tweet this later on in the evening, and I know they tape in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So he did this monologue before this. So yeah, tonight we might get, what I'm looking for right now. And this what I'm looking for right now is just for him to just, stand up for democracy. Like, there's no need to play it safe at a time like this. Especially when you still might get your head cut off.
That's true.
There's so much hypocrisy here, but the one that really kills me is when Trump tries to make this about ratings, right? Like, Republicans historically have been the party hands off government, right? Like, Democrats overregulate, over government, everything. Like, we got to step back and let the free market cook and do what it does. Mm-hmm. Now he gives a fuck about ratings. Now this guy should go because of the fucking ratings. Now they're that much in the weeds of the success of a fucking TV network. It's such blatant bullshit. Jesus.
You know, another hypocrisy I've noticed. You guys heard the H-1B visa thing. They're going to charge $100,000 for H-1B visa.